let's do a reading on if there's going to be 3 days of darkness this December of 2023. And it's going to be specifically for that. But in terms of 3 days of darkness, because a lot of people keep asking me, it's going to happen at some point. I already saw in my visions as to how it's going to happen, and I'll try to explain it to you guys right now, to like how I'm seeing it of it happening. And I believe it's supposed to be like 3 days of darkness worldwide, not just in a specific place. I'm not really familiar with this whole 3 days of darkness. I've heard it in terms of worldwide. I've heard it in terms of for a specific place. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's worldwide, right? So let's just ask. We're gonna do a reading in terms of, is there going to be 3 days of darkness in December 2023, and we'll see what comes up. I asked the tarot cards, is there going to be 3 days of darkness in December 2023? Let's see what comes up. Let's see. Okay, let's see. First card, the card of the King of Pentacles. Money. The economy is what's coming up. People are coming out here like anxious, worried. People are coming out here with the card of the Fool. This is the representation of people worried, confused, anxious, scared that it could possibly happen in December based off of what other people are saying in terms of other psychics or other spiritualists. I'm not too familiar with this whole 3 days of darkness, but based on what I'm looking at here, I don't see 3 days of darkness this December 2023. Now, I do see that people come out here very worried. They've been worried since September, the month 9. They've been worried since the month 9 of it happening. Some people are really concerned over this, or some people are really worried over this, of it actually happening. And the card of the Nine of Swords says that people are worried. They can't sleep. Some people are out there that they can't sleep. Can you guys believe that? Are you one of them? Are you one of them? Because, I mean, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're one of them. Don't worry. I don't see it in December of 2023 in terms of this. But I do see that it is going to happen at some point. Actually, in my visions, it looks like there would be something strong happening. And I'll tell you right now in a second. But in terms of the card of the Lovers, the card of the Lovers confirms what I'm seeing. I see in the card of the Eight of Wands, in terms of my visions, I see that the 3 days of darkness is going to happen based off of a volcano that's going to be erupting, or a very strong bomb that's going to cause problems in terms of clouding, weather changes. But most likely it's going to be a volcano. I see that it's a volcano that erupts and it covers the sky, and it creates a really bad situation for the world, because in terms of worldwide, that's how I see it. In terms of December 2023, I don't see a 3 days of darkness. I don't see a 3 days of darkness. I do see maybe like 1 or 2 days of darkness for a certain location, because in terms of the, we'll use this card here. In terms of the card of the Tower, I do see that in December there's going to be like a strong power outage, or due to like the cold weather, snowstorms, or some sort of natural catastrophe. But I see like power outage, a very strong power outage, but for a specific location, not necessarily worldwide. So no, I don't see 3 days of darkness in terms of worldwide. I do see it happening though. In my visions, they show me that it could happen. It could very much happen, or something that's going to look the closest. I feel like it's, and I see it in my visions in terms of 2024 or 2025. Most likely I see it more so in 2025. Something strong happens in 2025 in terms of similar to 3 days of darkness. So I definitely do see that 3 days of darkness is going to happen. I don't see that it's this December 2023. I do see that something strong in terms of like a power outage, communication outage, or something like that's going to happen for a specific location due to like a snowstorm or the weather or something along the lines of that. But I don't see 3 days of darkness worldwide just yet. But I do see that it's going to happen. In terms of what these cards here say, is that people in December are going to be feeling very, very desperate. They're not going to know what to do. It seems like they're very restless in terms of December. December is going to be a difficult month. I mean, you guys, I 100% tell you once again, there's nothing necessarily going on good right now. and people ask me for good predictions, but there's nothing necessarily going on good. And then we're not going to be going through anything good for the next 9 years. I think I said that, 2 years ago? So it's going to continue. 2024 and 2025 don't look much better. I tell you that right now. I would say 2030 or 2031, it doesn't look much better. But all we can do is grab onto our faith and pray. Pray for protection for our family, pray for protection for us. But I do see something similar happening in terms of 2025 or 2024 that's going to look very close to 3 days of darkness.